Good morning, guys. So I have something to confess that I realised last night. So I'm not sleeping very well, and I woke up at about 5 AM this morning, which happens most mornings, and basically my hay fever symptoms were really bad. I was sneezing, I could feel it in my nose was running at the same time. I keep on putting it down to the carpets in this house, which is why we're getting them replaced. I'm actually getting laminate wooden flooring in my bedroom because of that reason. It could be that. However, I was doing some research, and apparently it can also be to do with dust mites, not just in your carpet, but it could be in your pillow or in your mattress. Now, my mattress has been like in a sealed plastic bag in a garage for a couple of years, so I don't think it's that. However, I realised that my favourite pillow, I've got 4 pillows on my bed, and my he just jumped on me. Yeah? You happy? Yeah. You good girl. Anyway, my favourite pillow is this memory foam one that I got for my birthday 10 years ago, and I have never washed this pillow, and this pillow has been in a protective casing plus a pillowcase, so it's not like a disgusting pillow. It's in good condition when you take it out of its casing, and I wash the covering, not just the pillowcase but the actual protective covering. I wash that every so often, but I've never actually washed the memory foam pillow itself, and it's 10 years old. And now I'm like, ew, that's gross. But apparently you can't put them in the washing machine, you have to hand wash them in the bath. So I'm gonna give that a go, because then what I did is I took a hay fever tablet, I took my nasal inhaler for my rhinitis, I then got rid of the pillow, I put it at the other end of the room and used a new pillow, because I got 2 new pillows, and it's fine. And my allergies went away, but I'm like, did they go away because of the hay fever tablet or the nasal inhaler, or because of the pillow, because I changed pillow? So I don't know, but I'm gonna have to do some more digging. Sorry if I've had sleep in my eyes that whole time, because I've just been cleaning myself. Anyway, also the reason I don't want to get rid of this pillow is because it's the only memory foam pillow that is comfy. I've got another new memory foam pillow, but it's not the same. So I just don't want to get rid of it, but it is 10 years old. So I read online as well, one of the symptoms of dust mites in like your pillows or your mattress or whatever can be that you wake up in the morning feeling like full of symptoms and like hay fevery, or like full of allergies. And I've told you guys, and you can hear it even now, every morning I wake up with a bit of a blocked nose. By the time I've been up for about half an hour, it's gone. And that's why like I don't really vlog that much in the mornings anymore, because I'm fed up of all the comments being like, you're sick, you're ill, especially during coronavirus times. Like the amount of people that are like, you've got coronavirus because you sound ill. And I'm like, no I don't, I just sound like that in the morning. But maybe that's what it is. Let me know down in the comments how gross you think I am. Right, here we are in the office. Finally, 2 weeks later. We're gonna sand this wall down and it's gonna get a transformation. Right, this is, I hate how loud this sander is. Right, we're now poly-fillering the wall, which is the most satisfying thing I've ever done. Oh my days, I love it. Not much progress has been made. We were on the phone to my dad for a while to get some advice about this wall, because there's some uneven bits and stuff, and it's just this wall. The rest of them are fine. It's just this one. And basically we needed to do a mad dash to B&Q to get some problem wall smoothing paint. So we've polyfilled all the gaps and that's dried, so we've sanded it down, it's looking amazing. We now need to do a couple of coats of this to give it an even smoother finish. And then once that's done, we could paint it the actual colour that we want it to be. So it's a long, painstaking process, but we want to make sure that the walls are lovely and smooth before we actually paint them, because you can't cover up an uneven wall. The other way that we could do it is putting lining paper on the wall, but we don't really like painting on lining paper because you can see the creases and like sometimes it might peel, so ideally we just want to paint straight onto the wall. So that's what we're doing. Let's go. Stunning.
What? Oh, we need to stir it.
Do we actually?
Yeah.
What should we use? We're mixing it with a knife that we hate. I think it's already fairly well mixed.
Yeah.
The other one was that we had to mix was like separated, I guess, because it's oily and sort of watery. But this is
lovely.
Cool.
Well done.
Thank you.
Great.
Done. Right, let's go. Right, Lucy is now left to go for a walk with a friend, so I've given the room another coat of paint. It's looking a lot more complicated than we first suspected, because we're new to all this, so I don't know, we're not the biggest experts. Well, we're not experts at all. So I've been on the phone to my dad, lots to do, but you know what, I'm still having fun. I'm still really enjoying it. Even though it's annoying and it's like not as simple, it's time consuming, costs money, I'm like, but it's mine. I'm making it my own, so not the end of the world. Anyway, while Lucy's gone for a walk, I'm going to take a break, edit a video, because I haven't posted in like 4 days, 5 days. It's time to rip down this Roman blind and put up my custom-made blackout thermal blind. I'm so excited. Like, Roman blinds are nice, but this one is so old that when it's down and there's light outside, so first thing in the morning, you can see just like there's holes in the Roman blinds where the light is streaming through. And as I've said in the last video, the Roman blind takes up about 1/3 of the window. And so when you lift up the Roman blind, the room is so much brighter. I mean, it's a very bright house anyway. The windows are really big, so it's lucky in that respect. But yeah, I want to take it down. It's not blackout blind at all. This one obviously doesn't look as nice as the Roman blind, but I'm going to be getting curtains as well. So I'm going to have the blind and the curtains just to make it extra dark in here. But I need to try and fit this. The first step is ripping down the Roman blind, and once I've ripped it down, there's no going back. So I'm nervous. Let's rip this. Ew. Do you see what I mean about like how old and gross it is? Yuck. I mean, I know you could wash it, but look, you can sort of see the threads where it's coming apart and the light comes in through here. So I think this is a very old blind. Update on the windows. So I've had another quote from another company. The first company quoted about 10 grand, which were like, absolutely no way are we paying 10 grand for new windows. We went with another company who our friends used, and they quoted us about 4.5, which is a lot better than 10, but it's just not as simple as we would like, because basically we have to get planning permission for the windows. Because we live in such an old house, we're not allowed to just do whatever we want to the outside appearance of it, because it's, as I said, it's like an old cottage style house. It's protected basically, and we have to apply for planning permission anytime we want to make changes that will be visible from the street. So it's a bit annoying, but like, it's the payoff that you get for having a beautiful old house. I wish I could show you the outside. I just don't really want to film out there. I mean, it's not everyone's taste, but I really, really like it. But anyway, the windows are fine. They've got something called secondary glazing. It works. Basically, they're single glazed windows that are old, the original wooden timber windows. They've put in secondary glazing, which keeps it very warm. It's very quiet as well, even though there's a road outside. However, they're just gross. Let me show you. So this is the secondary glazing, and the actual window is, you know, the one you can see through here, and it doesn't come across that well on camera, but it's just really dirty and gross. It's got like these horrible ropes that open the sash windows. Sort of when you look in between the windows, there's cobwebs, and not in my window, but in one of the windows there's a dead fly. And I know you can clean in between them, but it's just a nuisance. So I'm like, you know what? I just want new windows. So we're waiting to hear back from the council. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a long process. Here we go, guys. Let's hope I do this right, please. Right, one side fitted. Well done, me. Fantastic. Oh my days. It's so dark. All those years of my dad teaching me DIY have paid off. Thanks, Dad. Right, now time to get a curtain up there. Just started on these cupboards. This is coloured dinner jacket from Valspar, and it's so nice.
So nice, so silky.
It's really silky.
So what did you do before on this?
To prep, I sanded it down a little bit and wiped it all down. Now I've just been doing this. I'm not going to do the edges just yet because I want to frog tape the paper.
Yeah.
And we will at some stage be stripping this bobbly wallpaper. But yeah, it's all gonna be grey across the bottom there. Right, there we go. I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna let that dry, and then when it's dry I can sort of do the edge bits and make a start on the rest, and it probably will need a second coat. But I know this is controversial. I know some of you would be like, oh no, why didn't you just keep it white? Some of you would be like, why didn't you just paint it a bright colour, like a nice blue or like a pastel colour or something. However, I really like it. Lucy, I think, really likes it as well. I mean, she saw me painting the top and you saw her painting. It'll be interesting. I think it looks not its best right now, but obviously when that's exposed brick and we've got all the grey cupboards and everything, it should look quite nice, a bit more formal, a bit more, Lucy was saying, a bit more sexy, a bit darker, and we're gonna have some lighting in these alcovey bits as well, so it should just be a nice low lit dining room, and then we're going to keep the living room nice and airy and bright and everything. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's slowly coming together, but everything essentially is still a mess, but we're getting there. Also, we will be replacing the handles. So these are the old ones, nothing that wrong with them, they're fine, but we've gone with this brushed brass round ones. So I think they do look a bit more modern. These are similar to the kind of knobs our landlady had in our flat, and we really liked them, except they were chrome and these are brushed brass. But yeah, they suit it quite nicely. So a bit of an accent on there. Very nice. Obviously this needs a second coat, don't judge it. Right, it's time for a G&T. I bloody deserve it. We've got the Sicilian Lemon Gordon's Gin, which I actually don't like this flavour that much. I thought I'd really like it, but it's just not my vibe. However, the Gordon's Peach Gin is incredible, and that's the next one I'm gonna buy. Lucy has just heard me vlogging gin and tonic, and she's just asked for one. Here we go, 2 G&Ts coming right up. Here we go, cheers. Actually, it is really nice. It tastes like lemon sherbet, which is nice, but I think I do prefer the peach or raspberry.